This is the Scotch Blue Original Painter's Tape. This is a multi-surface painter's tape, which means you don't just have to use it for masking off baseboards and borders when you're painting your house, but it actually has some applications for artwork if you're wanting to mask off certain areas when you're painting. So I did buy it because I'm doing some painting inside my house, so I am masking off baseboards and the like. However, I wanted to do a little bit of experiment to see how it would work on paper with watercolor. Because if it works on watercolor paper, which is rough, it's a rough surface, it's not smooth, and it tends to be porous, and watercolor is a lot more diluted than regular house paint. So if it works well with the thinness of watercolor on watercolor paper, then it should work well in just about anywhere. So I'm not gonna have a lot of finesse doing this, I'm just gonna slop it on. And what I'm interested in seeing is if it holds back the wateriness of watercolor and if it comes off without tearing the paper, because that would actually be pretty amazing. Just slop on a couple colors here. I'm putting it on thick. I'm not really being careful about not pushing it into the edges. I want to see if I can get any underneath those edges and see if it can fight it back. Make it good and watery. All right, now idealistically you would want to wait for it to dry, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna make this an unideal condition for this painter's tape to perform under. All right, so let's see what happens. Oop, probably should take this off first. Oh, we got a little paper tearing there. It started coming off pretty smooth, but then I rushed it. So probably the lesson there is to take it off slowly. So let's try another piece. You can see even before I rushed it, look how clean those lines are. That's pretty amazing. Now we're gonna try on this strip to take it off slowly to see if I can avoid paper tearing. Oh, a little bit of paper tearing, but not bad. I could go slower. That's pretty impressive. So the fact that it came off with lines that sharp and did not tear the paper too much, I'm still getting some paper tearing. So if you're using this for art, you're really gonna wanna be careful when you're tearing it off of paper. Let's see if I can do a little bit of paper tear there. So not too bad though. Not too bad. If it performs this well on a sheet of watercolor paper, I bet it can perform really well on sheetrock walls. Well, there you have it. Real life field tested Scotch Blue painter's tape. Good clean lines, does tear paper just a little bit, so you might want to go light on pressing it down when you're adhering it to the paper. But otherwise, some pretty interesting results.